me, Sabrina MT, and this week I am going to share with you how I am mentally preparing for Iron Girl. So, little confession, I've kind of slacked off with the triathlon training since the chaotic Cody man. I'm blaming it on back to school schedules. It's like we're struggling to get into the back to school routine, and then I was struggling with sleep, and it just threw all my training off. So today, however, I got up and did a 3-mile run and did a half-mile swim. So I feel better about that, and I feel like just getting in the water, back into a swimming, a brick routine, made me feel better. So, and it's all as much as a mental game as much as a physical game. You've got to be training, but just getting your head in the right frame of mind helps. And so with that, I'm going to show you how I'm preparing myself for the actual game day, the actual Iron Girl Claremont Triathlon day. So right here in front of us, I have everything that I'm bringing with me to Claremont for the triathlon. I've got a race bag, and in that race bag, I will have my clips, my clip-in shoes, my cycling shoes, my sneakers, pair of socks, goggles, a change of clothes possibly, a cell phone, my keys, lip balm. I know I've got a lip balm obsession really. It goes with me to all the races, but after the race, before the race, my lips get really dry. So I just like to dab it on, and it's something about when you're running, like you just, all that heavy breathing kind of like stretches out your lips, or the sunburn, I don't know, but lip balm is crucial. I bring my inhaler because you just never know. Sometimes things in the environment, pollen, grass, weed, algae in the water, may cause me to wheeze, so I bring my inhaler. It's a good idea to bring some ibuprofen in case you wake up and you feel stiff, or you have a muscle cramp, you don't know what's going on. So it's good to bring ibuprofen. If you get injured in the middle of it, you have that too. Also, I bring ID because a lot of times at the races you have to prove who you are. So it's important to pack an ID, cash in case you have to pay for parking. Because it's a lake swim, I am bringing a swim cap because I know up north lakes are nice, but down here in Florida we live in the swamp, and swamps are not nice. It's like nasty, mucky water. If you don't like ocean water, it's kind of like that, but mucky. It's gross. And when everybody starts swimming, all of that muck gets kicked up in your face. It's a lot worse than the ocean, actually. It's because you're like buoyant in the ocean, But in a lake, it's just fresh water, and it's dirty water, and it's gross, and bacteria lives in there, and algae lives in there, and so and algae, amoeba-eating algae or brain-eating amoeba lives in that lake. So I'm bringing a swim cap to cover my ears, not so much the hair. I mean, somebody will pull your hair, yeah, for sure. But it's to cover my ears because that just freaks me out. So anyway, towel, so you can wipe off all that algae nastiness and dry off a little bit before you transition into your clip shoes and your socks and your shoes. Some people don't wear socks for their clip-in shoes. I like to wear socks because I'm just a freak about blisters. Anyway, so, after you get out of the water, you've got these. Now, to the race, I will wear flip-flops. Just because the first thing you're doing, you're going to swim. So why wear sneakers and then worry about where your socks are going? You just put on flip-flops, wear your tri-kit if you have one, and I do recommend a tri-kit because they are the bomb. It works for all the sports. No chafing, they're awesome. So bring flip-flops, leave them in transition, walk barefoot to the swim, line everything up in your transition area, nice and neat. so you're not searching for anything when it's game time. And that's pretty much it. So it's a lot to remember, but if you have it all laid out when you get there, you leave your personal items in your bag, your cell phone in your bag, you don't need that, your medication, make sure you have your goggles and your swim cap in your hand. When you go to the swim, you put it all on when you get down there. And then when you get back, you just rip everything off, throw it down. You can throw it down when you get back to transition. It doesn't matter. You just make sure everything else is neat so that when you get back, you can find it quickly. When you discard stuff, you can throw it. I also bring a water bottle with me because I leave it on my bike in transition. And then you can drink, you know, if you need it, you got it. Some people bring two, one for transition, one for their bike. The Garmin, you can wear your Garmin or your Polar or whatever you're wearing. I didn't wear it for the Chaotic Coding Man Try. I just was like, you know what, if I'm looking at my Garmin, I'm worrying about my pace rather than just getting it done. And I just didn't even want to think about anything. I just wanted to go and get it done. So I don't know if I'm going to wear my Garmin because, you know, from going from bike to run to whatever, just I may leave it. Your goo, your nourishments. So before I do the swim, I'll do a goo. And then after the swim, get on the bike. From bike to run is when I do my second goo. And then you got your water, you're good. And that's pretty much it. That's all you need to worry about for your race day gear for a triathlon. And if you want to bring some snacks, a lot of races have food afterwards. I'm not a fan of Gatorade, so sometimes I'll bring little pints. This is a large one, but I'll bring a lunch cooler and I'll leave it in the car, and I'll have coconut water, chocolate milk, a banana, just like a lunch pack for after the race, because sometimes I don't want to eat what they're serving. It's, you know, when you're watching what you eat, and you know, as an athlete, you're really careful about what you're eating. So yeah, why spoil it with garbage food after a race? Sometimes they have bagels and good food and pancakes and whatever. I'm not a fan of a lot of the post-race stuff. Now the black beans and rice, I'll eat it like there's no tomorrow. But yeah, it all depends on what's served. So I just make sure there's something in the car waiting for me when I get back to the car so that I have some nourishment. And that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or leave a comment in the section, and I hope to answer those questions for you. And that's it. And if you have a race coming up, good luck. Wish me luck at Iron Girl and the brain eating algae.